Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a tag video, which I don't normally do, but my friend Tori from Novel Life did tag me in this video, so I decided to go ahead and do it. Jessen from Jessen Reads Romance is the first one who created this tag, so I will link her original video down below. I will also link Tori's video. I've seen a bunch of my friends do this, and I thought it sounded really fun to do. It's basically just a chat about the new year and what you want out of the year and what you're hoping for personally, on YouTube, and all that fun stuff. So I will go ahead and get to the questions on the tag. Okay, so the first one is, what are you most excited about for 2023? So I feel like a lot of us have been saying this, but I am so excited for all of the fun things I have planned in person with friends, at book signings, and being able to finally see people in person again. So I have been in the book community for a very long time. I went to a lot of book signings before COVID happened, but then the past 2 years where I feel like the romance community has just exploded on YouTube, there was nothing, and we finally had book signings last year, and I did not expect at the beginning of 2022 how many trips I would take this year. I went on a lot. It has been amazing. I've gotten to see my absolute best friends that I've met through YouTube that are literally across the country, and I've gotten to see them in person so many times. We had our Booktuber retreat that happened this summer, and so I've gotten to meet some amazing people, and I cannot wait for that to happen again. I cannot wait to see my best friends again. I have so many exciting plans, and so especially Book Bonanza. So the signings I'm actually going to is Wild and Windy in Chicago, Readers Take Denver, Book Bonanza. Those are the main 3 right now. Who knows if I'm going to add more. I don't know what my schedule is going to look like, but so far I have 3 signings going to, and I'm staying with a variety of friends at those signings, so I'm very, very excited. So that's really what I'm most looking forward to in the new year, because 2022 was a year of making friends. I have made so many friends, so many lifelong friends, like literal best friends. Like, I talk to them the most out of everybody in my life, and so being able to just be with them again is going to be the most amazing in 2023, and I can't wait. Getting to see favorite authors again, hanging out with them, I'm just excited. So that's definitely what I'm most looking forward to in 2023. For 2023, I'm also absolutely excited for what's in store for my Patreon that I started. The big part of my Patreon is my book club, the Fallen Book Club, where I am inviting authors to be in my book club. And so the first one's Catherine Cowles. We are chatting about a Nora Roberts book. The second month is QB Tyler, and the third month is Gianna Darling. So they're all authors I absolutely adore. And these are authors that I normally chat with books about anyways, especially if I've had an author interview with them or just on Instagram. We chat a lot, and so I'm so excited for the future of the book club. I've already had at least one other author say it was a really cool idea, and I was like, well, come be a guest at some point. Like, I am so excited. So if you're at all interested, my Patreon's linked down below. It is just a project that I thought about. I really wanted to offer something on Patreon that nobody else was doing, and from what I understand, no one else has done this, because I know so many creators have Patreons, which is amazing for them. I love the success of YouTubers and the just fun projects and things that we're all doing, and so I was like, what could I offer people they're not getting anywhere else? And so this book club is going to be so much fun. It's just my favorite people reading romance books, so I cannot wait. I've also gotten a lot of exclusive content to my Patreon so far, and I had my exclusive stickers made, which was so fun. I just want to keep on having fun with it. Like, it doesn't even feel like a job or anything. It's literally something I'm having a blast doing, and I cannot wait to see what else I can do in 2023 with that platform. We have, do you have a Goodreads challenge goal, and what is that number and why? So lately I have been making my Goodreads goal 300. So I always read over 350 books now. It didn't used to be that way. I have had a Goodreads account since 2011, so it's been really fun getting to see how much I've read throughout the years. I used to read like 100, 120 books a year, and that's escalated quite a bit. Last year I read over 400, which did not happen this year, and I'm not mad about it whatsoever. I do not need to be reading over 400 books, but I do read over 350, but I don't ever want it to be a competition or like stressing me out for reading. So I always set it to 300 because that's what I know I can achieve. I'm aware I read a lot. I'm aware it's not normal. it's fine. Don't be mad at me for how much I read. I recently made a reel on Instagram that got hundreds of thousands of views, which I did not expect, and it went through like how many books I read a month, and people are irrationally angry at me for how much I read, and I'm like, it doesn't affect you. I don't know why you're getting mad at me. So I just will continue to read what I read, but I do listen to a lot of audiobooks, so that's definitely like half my reading, so it's definitely allowed me to double my reading since I've started listening to audiobooks, and audiobooks are reading, so let's not fight about that. But I set it at 300 because I know I can do it, but it's also not intimidating to me. It's something that I know I will surpass, but it's like a comfy goal on Goodreads since I like having that there. The next one is list 3 5-star predictions for 2023. So I'm gonna go with new releases. The first one is Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles. This one comes out January 31st, and it is a second chance romance, and it's gonna be so good. I love Catherine Cowles so much. She's small town romantic suspense, and if you guys didn't know, I'm a little bit obsessed with her, so I cannot wait for this. Then I think literally everybody has this in their answer, but Powerless by Elsie Silver is going to be amazing. It's Jasper's story. He is the hockey player. This one also is small town, but I'm excited because it's not one of the brothers. So we had Rhett and Cade, and now we have Jasper. He's kind of been in the background this whole time, and it looks like it's gonna be really good. Elsie Silver has become one of my absolute favorite authors, so I cannot wait for this. And the last one is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent, I think is her name. This is book 2 to The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which was one of my absolute favorite fantasy romances of the year. This one had a cliffhanger that killed me, and I'm annoyed I read it because I'm like, I want to read it when all the books are out, but I need book 2 now. So I'm so excited for this to come out. Hopefully it comes out in March, and it is just a really good fantasy romance, and like I said, the ending was crazy, so we will see what happens. Like, the romance was getting really good, and that's what I'm most excited for with this book. Hi guys, I forgot 2 questions. So I am here I did already put everything away, and I was like, wait, weren't there 2 questions about tropes and subgenres? There were. I skipped them, so I'm popping in here real quick to talk about these before I get to the last questions. But the first one is, what genre do you want to read more of in 2023? And for me, I have 2. I have fantasy and romantic suspense. I would love to read more fantasy romance. It's one of my absolute favorite subgenres that I don't read nearly enough of and that I'm super in the mood for, but also romantic suspense. I'm gonna try out Nora Roberts, and I'm very excited because I definitely fell in love with that with Catherine Cowles' writing and some of Devney Perry's books, so we'll see what I think of those. The next question is, what trope do you think will be the most popular in 2023? And I think we all saw the surge of small town romance at the end of this year, and I think that we're all going to continue to really love small town romances. I do think that the single parent trope is also just going to reign supreme like it has been the past year as well. I don't know if something else will just take over the community like small town did this year, so I think that's going to still continue happening in the new year, and just like cozy romances, just super sweet, super fun. It might have a little bit of a serious element to it too, but like I love a good just nice and cozy romance, and that's why I really gravitated towards small town romance. So those 2 I think are going to be super popular this year again. Even though they've already been popular, I think it's just going to continue on the popularity. Okay, those were the 2 questions I missed. Back to the next question of this tag. So the next one, I don't know if I'll have 3, but it is 3 bookish goals for the year. So my first goal is to continue reading new to me authors. I want to keep on exploring authors I haven't read yet, and that kind of leads into the second goal. I'm going to have them separated because I'm really bad at making goals like this. My second one is to continue reading books that I don't see everyone talking about. I want to be able to recommend books that you haven't heard from other places, and I feel like a lot of my reading is surrounded by reading what's popular because people love it, and I'm like, well, I want to read it too because I want to love it too. So like Elsie Silver, people were loving her, so I read her, Sarah Kate, and all these other authors, but I'm like, people have already discovered them and people are already recommending them, and I love reading them, but I also want to make sure I make time to read books that not a lot of people are reading, so I can give you fresh recommendations and I'm not talking about the same authors that everyone else is talking about. So I do have a couple friends who do a really good job at doing this, and I aspire to do that as well because I don't want to sound like a broken record and you come to my channel and you're like, yep, I've heard of that, and don't get any new recommendations. So I want to discover new authors, read new authors, and discover new books that I love that I would recommend to you guys. So that's definitely a huge goal of mine. And I guess my last bookish goal would be just to continue having fun with YouTube. I've been on YouTube since 2015. I post videos at least 3 times a week, and I love it. I love what I do. I rarely get burnt out on making videos and reading, and it's just something I absolutely love, and I want to continue loving it in 2023. I have so many projects and so many read-alongs with friends that I love doing, and I want to keep on doing that. So I want to make sure I still love what I do, and I want to make sure I don't try to do things that I see other people doing and read other books that other people are reading just because they're reading it. I want to make sure I still have fun with my content, still have fun with what I'm reading, still do a lot of things with my friends that I love doing, my book clubs and my read-alongs. The read-alongs are so fun to do because I love chatting with my friends in live shows. So keep up all the live shows, keep on chatting with my friends, keep on doing all these fun projects, and just have fun with it. Don't get too stressed out about things. Don't get too worried about what other people are doing. Just keep on doing what I love and have fun with it. 3 personal goals. I feel like this is hard. One of them is definitely continue to travel. I want to say yes to more. Because that kind of happened at the end of 2022 where there were some opportunities that came up and I was like, I don't know, like there's a lot of money to be spending on this trip, or it's kind of last minute, it's in a month, like do I really want to go? Yes. Go have those adventures, go on those amazing trips. Like one of them was Vegas. It was pretty spur of the moment and I wasn't planning on going like at all, and then Becca from Hello Lovely was like, hey, why don't you come as my assistant? And I was like, oh, I was really thrown off, but I said yes and had the most amazing time. And so I want to continue accepting opportunities like that, seeking out opportunities like that, traveling and having those experiences that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I know I said that I'm super excited for all my trips, but I want to continue saying yes to those things and just having fun. Go to different places that I've never been to before. I've never been to Denver. I've never been to Chicago. I'm so excited to explore those cities and go on those trips. So say yes to more things and not be scared or think about, well, I want to save time and money. I'm like, what am I going to use those for? Use those on my experiences and have fun. So that's definitely a personal goal of mine. My next goal, so like I can't get too personal with some of these because, you know, it's my life, but I would definitely want to take more risks and not be scared of not being comfortable. So it's a little vague because there are some things I like can't say, but I definitely want to do what makes me happy and not be scared to take those risks if it's something that will make me happy. Yeah. I will leave it at that. Just not be afraid to seek out things that will make me happy. And that might be a little scary. Like I said with the first goal, just have those experiences and opportunities that make me happy. So that's all I'll say on that. That's all I can say. The last personal goal is to try to be more conscious of things I'm buying and things I'm collecting and accumulating. I'm someone who loves to buy things. So, and if I really love something, I'm like, I need it in every color, which I need to stop doing. So like, for example, I love my Stanley mug. For Christmas, I got the 40 ounce. And then Target released their exclusive 30 ounce without a handle mugs. And I was like, oh, those are so cute. Like, I should get one. And then I'm thinking, do I need 3? My mug collection is out of control. I have a bazillion Bookish sweatshirts and books and editions of books, especially the special editions of books. So I really want to think about, is this necessary, or do I have something that already serves this purpose? So like I was talking to my sister, I was like, I don't need a 3rd Stanley mug. I'm fine with 2. Even 2 I don't need. I just got the other one for Christmas. So thinking about, is this something I need? Do I need another pair of Vans? I have like 8. So do I need more? I mean, like I got this recently and I'm obsessed with it, but like, do I need more clothes? So being more purposeful about what I'm buying, what I'm accumulating in my home, and not overbuying all of those things just for the serotonin of buying things. So I really want to be more conscious about that. I definitely want to go through and purge a lot from my collection, like going through my clothes, going through my shoes. I recently went through this whole section on my bookshelf and got rid of like 6 bags full of books. So I want to be more purposeful about what I'm collecting and what I'm adding to my home, and if I actually need that in my life, which hopefully will end up saving money that I can then apply to all of the trips and adventures I want to take. Because I'm like, do I want more things or do I want more experiences? And I definitely want to put my time, money, and attention into my experiences than having my 5th sweatshirt of Penelope Douglas. You know, like I don't need an excessive amount of things like I have been accumulating over the years. Okay, so the last one, and my friends have all had really great answers to this, is what do you want to leave behind in 2023. I agree with a lot of what they said. First one is the judgment of what people read, who they're reading, why they're reading it. I have faced a lot of judgment from people online. I mean, you're gonna get that, especially the more people that follow you, but especially that one reel that went viral for me. Like, people were kind of being nasty in the comments, and like, I don't take them seriously because they are people who are hiding behind their screens yelling at someone for reading too much and like telling me I have no life, like whatever. But like, judging people for reading the dark romances, like that whole conversation comes up all the time, and I just want that to stop. I also want the judgment and the competition kind of to stop among certain people. Like, what I love about the romance community and the friends that I've built around me is that we are all so excited and supportive of each other that we want to see each other succeed, and I want that to continue in 2023. I don't want people to push other people down or to make it seem like someone else's success takes away from their own, because it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. I know comparison is really hard not to do, but we don't need to do that in 2023. We just need to be happy, do what we're doing, and just love everybody and support everybody and the achievements that they go through. So I get so excited when my friends reach milestones, and I want to support them, I want to celebrate them, and that needs to continue in the new year. I love finding new creators, I love supporting everybody. Just be happy for everybody and want everybody to grow and just accept people in this community. That's what I want to continue in the new year. And that is my new year Booktube tag, or Booktube New Year tag. I don't remember the wording, but that is my tag. Let me know your answers to any of these questions and what you're excited for in the new year, what your own goals for the new year are. I would absolutely love to hear, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.